Another top WWE star gets a name change, plus WWE announced a brand new pay-per-view, and a first-time ever match is happening on tonight's NXT. It's all in the wrestling news right now. Another day, another name change in WWE. So on Raw last night, Austin Theory, before demanding a title match against Finn Balor for the US Championship, told us that we should no longer call him Austin Theory, because the name Austin doesn't suit him anymore. He is simply to be called Theory from now on. WWE.com has been changed accordingly. I thought some of these name changes were kind of partly sort of simplicity, partly search engine optimization. Calling somebody Theory...
Yeah.
Not Googleable, unless you're going to add 2 R's in it or something.
Yeah, I guess I don't get it either. I find myself caring a lot less than other people about the majority of these name changes. Like, there are ones that I prefer, like I preferred Walter to Gunter, for example. But for the most part, he's just sort of get used to them. And I've read the Butch has really grown on me. That's one that people got really upset by. Like, I think Butch, consider he's just like this horrible little bastard, isn't he? Just like he's a bully, and he's a horrible, angry, I don't want to say pit bull. He's a chihuahua, more so. He's just a chihuahua with an attitude problem.
He's a little broomy chihuahua.
There. Pete Dunne might not work so well. It is what it is. I think some of them are daft, some of them are not so daft. But I think it definitely confirms that Stone Cold Steve Austin is coming back and is going to have another run, probably with the WWE title.
But they're going to rename him Stone.
Yeah, right. Stone.
Keep it simple. Keep it.
No, you've got Robert Stone. You've got Robert Stone. Cold.
Cold versus Rock.
Cold versus... No, you can't have Rock. You can't have Rock. Rocky Romero's in a different promotion.
Oh, no. The R.
Cold versus the... In the name of...
Gold. You think you're special. So, yeah, in terms of Theory, as we are now calling him, because we're dropping the Austin, do we see, like, a major run for him?
Yeah, in time, for sure. I mean, they're so hot on him, aren't they? They've trusted him in a featured match at WrestleMania with
penultimate match.
Yeah, the penultimate with interactions with Stone Cold Steve Austin and Vince McMahon. Vince has been putting him over every week on TV. Yeah, he's good. Apparently they see him as like the next John Cena. Personally, I can't see him working so well as a babyface. I'd be happy to be proven wrong and everything. He's just got a face you'd love to punch and piss over, right? He's just an horrible. He's a good-looking guy and everything. He's just got a smarmy little twat face. So,
and I think that's great for a wrestling heel.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't see him as John Cena in the way that he'll be like the front of the guy doing all the PR stuff. I think that'll be Roman when he organically turns heel. He'll be the John Cena, and Austin Theory will be the Randy Orton.
When he organically turns face, you mean?
Huh?
When Roman organically turns face.
Oh, sorry, did I say heel?
Yeah.
Yes.
To you, he's a face already.
Yeah, he's a lovely guy. Did I say heel? Oh, you knew what I meant.
We all know he's a face. We acknowledge him as a face already by now. WWE turning face on its UK fan base this morning, officially announcing a brand new pay-per-view.
This is exciting. So this was reported a few weeks back, but WWE have now confirmed it good and proper, announcing on their social media, for the first time in 30 years, WWE will bring a major stadium event to the United Kingdom. Jesus Christ, SummerSlam 1992 was 30 years ago. Oh my God.
I don't like it.
That's the end of the news. So you go and cry. Sorry, yeah.
I was 8.
You were 8?
I was 8 when that
I wasn't allowed to go because I was too young, which will make you feel even older.
God.
What was I? I was 3. 4.
So old.
You are. It's going to be at the Principality in Cardiff, Wales. I'm good at this presenting stuff.
You're brilliant, mate.
I've only been doing it 7 years. It's the perfect place for a major event, hosting our amazing fans from Wales throughout all of Europe and around the world, said John Porco. John Porco? Is it Porco? P-O-R-C-O. John Porco. Said the Porkster. He's the Senior Vice President of Live Events. Porky continued, the weekend will be filled with a variety of WWE experience that we believe will leave a lasting memory on par with SummerSlam at Wembley in 1992. So they're going to do like a fan access thing.
Well, if there is, we're not going now because we've just insulted the Senior Vice President of Live Events.
I love the Porco.
I'm up for this.
Porco. I've never heard that guy's name in my life.
What if he's
Is
not
that
real?
a rib?
What
If
if
you
it-
put this together, is that a rib? John
said
Porco.
WWE Senior Vice President Live Events, Ivor Biggin. Yeah, what if it's like a rib? What if it's like a thing where it's like a confidence thing where he's just gone in and said, "Yeah, I'm head of live events." I booked the Principality. Might be. Principality is a beautiful stadium. It's a beautiful. Come back.
Yeah,
Get
I know.
back from the Porco. It's a beautiful stadium.
I've
It's
not
a
been, I've not been.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It's all right.
Tom Jones and Stereophonics are there on a weekly basis.
Nice.
It pretty much feels that way. But I'm excited. Like, it's nice to
that's
have
cool.
a pay-per-view on this side of the water. I hope, and I'm sure that they will get it. I'm sure they will. So I'm not inventing a problem. I hope they understand the difference, because it's an American company, it's WWE, between Wales and London.
It's all England to me.
I feel like I have the horrible we're going to get like black cabs on the stakes.
No, they do, don't they? They've done it in like Manchester before with the bloody red phone boxes and black cabs and like. May as well stick Big Ben on there. Yeah, they were like, what do they describe Newcastle as? A small mining town.
Small mining
a few
town.
100 miles away from London. Small mining town.
That small mining town.
What would you put on there for Wales? Don't say sheep. It's too cheap. Welsh cakes are delicious.
My nanny Doris used to make the best Welsh cakes.
Is that right? They're so tasty.
Big
aren't
love
they?
to Gwendolyn Price, who's not with us anymore, but she made the most amazing Welsh cakes, did my nanny Doris. So I feel like I need to go there and be a part of that for my nanny Doris. She'd love that. She'd love me going to Wales.
Up the Doris.
She'd love that. She'd love that. And my dad's half Welsh as well, so I guess I'm quarter Welsh by default.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So there you go. So I've
Today I
got
learned.
heritage. So therefore, it should be me versus Roman Reigns in the main event as the hometown hero.
Book it,
For
Porco.
small mining. Hashtag book it, Porco. I think, right, you do Drew versus Roman in the main event. Now, I know Drew's Scotland, not Wales, but I think in
bring
that
back Mason Ryan. What are you talking about? Well, you got a superstar ready and willing to go.
It's weird hearing the name Mason Ryan come out of your face without it being sung. Because I feel like I need to follow that with Stevie Way, Earthquake, or London Blade. Coming soon, Mason Ryan versus Roman Reigns.
Versus Porco.
Hashtag book it, Porco. Broken Skull sessions back on this week. Steve Austin teased this one t'other week. Him and Bully Ray.
Nice.
It's all right,
Nice.
man, isn't
And
it?
that's WWE. It's Bubba Ray.
Sorry,
this time round.
Bubba Ray Dudley.
Yeah,
in
a
this one.
couple of the old guard chatting away about how awful things are now. Looking forward to it. Burying everything.
Do you remember when everything was rubbish?
It's weird because like I really like Bully Ray. His heel run in TNA especially, or Impact, was so excellent, and he really did feel like he deserved to be like out of the tag scene, top of the card, horrible heel. And I don't know. I try and not let stupid things that wrestlers say in their own free time, like on podcasts and stuff, bother me. If I enjoy what I see on screen now, I get into it, and I will enjoy this. I really, really enjoy this.
Yeah.
But he said some daft stuff lately.
Yeah, it's hard to tell whether some people are just saying it to get the heat.
Hello, Disco Inferno. How are you doing? Porco.
God.
He's a porco. Glenn Gilbert is a massive porco.
He didn't like the "Don't You Forget About Keith" song. I don't want to.
Did he not?
Nah, he wasn't a fan.
What happened?
he
This has turned into a podcast. This isn't the news anymore, is it?
He just wasn't a fan. He can do. You do you, Glenn. You do you.
You're more over than Disco Inferno ever was, Tom. How does that feel?
Can I get that on a poster, please? So when I
course you can.
headline the Principality against Roman Reigns.
The porkability, please. Right, backstage reaction to Nash. Serious news now.
So the Dave Meltzer Wrestling Observer talked about some of the backstage reaction to Nash Carter getting released last week, saying the decision was not well taken. A lot of people say that the photo in question, where he moves his hair to the side, has a moustache, is doing the pose. We know the one was an old photo, and there was rumblings that photo was being shown around, and they kind of felt that something was coming in terms of a release for him. That's basically what Dave says in the Wrestling Observer. This has led to, of course, as we know, the Tag Team Championships in NXT being vacated. They kept it very vague last week where they said new champions will be crowned. And they've officially announced yesterday that they'll be crowned tonight on NXT. The NXT Tag Team titles will be determined in a gauntlet match for the vacant belts, which will see Grayson Waller and Sanga, Legado del Fantasma, Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen, Pretty Deadly, and the Creed brothers. Now, I looked this up. I went through the history of the NXT Tag Team titles. We have never had a gauntlet match for the NXT Tag Team titles. You'd have assumed that we would, because a tag team gauntlet match.
Very NXT.
It's very NXT. It's a bit of a classic tag team match trope as well.
Yeah.
To do it that way.
Who you got here?
Oh, now I
originally.
So I think this is. I would normally say the Creed brothers, but they just started a thing between Pretty Deadly and the Creed brothers.
Those are the two. Those are the two that I would say. I bet they wish they just put it on the Creeds.
I think they're going to just immediately put them on Pretty Deadly and have the Creed brothers chase Pretty Deadly.
Yeah, that's not a bad show.
I think that might be where we go. So I think they might just immediately
just get over how stunning that blonde one is. No offense to the other one in Pretty Deadly. He is the most beautiful man ever in wrestling. Like, taking nothing away from his wrestling ability, I'm not objectifying him. But Jesus Christ, I'd love a bit of that.
He's a beautiful man. He's a beautiful man.
He is. I'd love to porco him. Right. Come on. That's too many.
More news throughout the day at cultaholic.com. Are you on Twitch tonight as well?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm doing Donkey Kong. I can't be asked to watch British TV.
You doing Donkey Kong?
Yeah, I'm going to do Donkey Kong Country and try and complete it in one sitting because I think I can do it.
Oh, nice. There you go. Donkey Kong Country. Twitch.tv/Cultaholic with Adam Pacitti. We'll see you when you get there. Stay safe. Love you. Bye.